What's up YouTube? My name is Joystick Overwatch. I have a brand new top 5 tips video for you today. We're going to be talking about climbing and improving in Overwatch. So let's get started. Number 1, let's talk about mindset. So you need to know in Overwatch that you're probably making a lot more mistakes than you think, and there is a reason why you are stuck in the rank that you are, and you're frustrated that you can't get out of platinum, you can't get out of silver, you can't get from masters to GM. Taking that next step is about kind of adjusting your mindset a little bit. So first of all, there's always room to improve in Overwatch, no matter what. No matter what level you're at, there's always something that you can be doing better, and there's always more that you can be doing in the game. But what you have to start with is kind of putting your ego aside and your pride aside a little bit, and realize that you have to start grinding kind of the fundamentals a little bit over again, and realize that there's a foundation that you're probably missing, or just a key idea that you're just completely going over the top of your head that you just don't even know about. So with mindset, I like to tell people to focus on what works, what you for sure can identify that you're doing right in the game. If say you're getting really good ultimates, or you're saying maybe you're hitting a lot of headshots as a DPS, and you feel like you're really confident in one area, keep doing that and then look for what you're doing wrong. So focus on what works and what doesn't. Those are the two major things, right? So, and the thing is it's really hard to know what doesn't work, because people feel a little bit lost in that. So that moves me to my second tip, number 2, VOD reviewing. So what I mean by VOD reviewing is recording your own gameplay and watching it back. So when you record your own gameplay, you kind of get a third person's perspective of what you could be doing wrong, or maybe you're doing right. So watch your VODs back and look for mistakes, and ask yourself, what could I have done differently in situations? Say you accidentally popped an ultimate at the wrong time, and be when could have saved that, or when would I have needed that in the next fight, right? So you gotta improve off those mistakes and realize that as soon as you identify something, that's really good actually. So know that if you can identify one mistake here, one mistake there, write it down and be and just brainstorm ideas of what could I have done better. And by doing that, you will literally improve a ton, because you'll stop making that same mistake twice in another game. So it's all about prepping yourself for the next game, or the next match, so you know exactly what to do in the situation if you get put in the same exact situation again, which does happen. So not only that, having someone else watch your VODs is really important too. If you have a friend, or a higher ranked friend, and he can or she can check out your VOD and be hey, I can tell that you're overextending here, you're not really farming your ultimate too quickly, your positioning is a little off, and you need to use the environmental cover a little more, stuff like that. You gotta be a little bit more constructive about your gameplay, and ask yourself these questions how could I have done it better. Number 3, I want to talk about focusing on one role in Overwatch. So there's tank, DPS / damage, and the support role, right? I highly recommend just focusing on one role. I feel so many players think that they need to be so flexible and learn every single role to be good at Overwatch, but the best players in the world usually specialize in one role. For example, for me, I'm a main tank player, and I've been a main tank player since season 4. So I've been just hard grinding and focusing on that one role this entire time, so I could be at the highest level in Overwatch, right? If I didn't do that, I would probably not be at the rank that I'm at right now. I've been top 500 for the last 10-15 seasons, right? Because I've been specializing in one role and becoming the master at one role. So, and with that one role, you want to focus on being confident in especially at least one of the heroes in that role. So for example, for me, I specialize in Reinhardt, but that doesn't mean I don't know the other heroes in the main tank category. I make sure that I played the other heroes enough so I feel comfortable that I can flex at any time to help my team if I had to. So if you're a support player and you like to play main support, learning Mercy really well, learning Ana really well, Moira, learning those main supports so that you can switch to them at any key moment during a match. It's really important that you can be confident and flexible, but also feel comfortable playing those heroes while you improve. So I highly recommend watching streamers of that play those certain roles that are really good at them. I know a lot of people watch me for my tank gameplay, because I'm mostly a tank player. Sometimes I play support. So a lot of people have told me from watching my YouTube videos, my tip videos, watching my stream, that they've gotten way better at main tank. So, you know, always be on the lookout for streamers that like are high rank and play those roles. Like I'm a top 500 main tank player, and it's, you know, a lot of people told me that they've learned so much just from watching me play the game. So really look for those people and be on the lookout for like up and coming streamers as well. So I want to talk about kind of like a concept I've been talking about for a long time, which is just staying alive in general. It's really important to play the objective in Overwatch, but at the same time focus on staying alive, right? So like I think most people come from like Call of Duty or like Halo, like different FPS backgrounds, and they think like the objective is just to eliminate the enemy. But like, yes, that is the objective, but at the same time you have to stay alive so you can actually capture the objective, right? Like you have to exist. So like I feel like having the mindset of like playing to stay alive is so strong. And like if you learn how to like not overextend in games, by like not playing too close to the enemy team, and, you know, taking high ground and taking good rotations, like you're gonna be way better as a player. And like that comes with like a lot of communication. Sometimes you have to communicate to your team and be like, hey, I want to take this high ground, we should all rotate this way, we should speed boost in through this choke. Like stuff like that is like really important to staying alive, and as like a core team and group you can use all of your abilities as one unit and move into the objective and win. I've won so many games based off that type of communication, and playing with everyone together, grouped up, staying alive. It does a lot more than you would think. Obviously, it's ranked. It's not going to be the perfect situations every time. A lot of people, like, you know, aren't in voice, stuff like that. Trust me, I've heard it all, and I've seen it all. You know, I've been playing ranked for so long, like the last 4 years, so I know what it's like when, you know, people don't work together. It happens, but, you know, you gotta make what you can and do everything in your control to set yourself up for success, and you can get some wins. So number 5, I want to talk about getting good in general, right? People are like, oh, just get good at the game, forehead, right? Well, it is kind of just that simple. You have to want to improve off your mistakes. I said this earlier in the video. You have to actively find out what you're doing wrong in your games and improve off those mistakes. If you're really bad at, like, you know, your ultimate usage, or you're not, you know, you feel like your positioning is not great, that stuff can be adjusted very simply. And it's just really about like not tunnel visioning and thinking about it at a broader perspective of like how I'm approaching the game. Should I be breaking shields more, you know? Should I be taking the fight on the cart? Should I be taking high ground more? Stuff like that. Gotta just always watch. You can always just watch like high level play and like try to replicate what they do. Like they always look for high ground opportunities, and it's really about like just spending time working on that correcting a little bit of your mindset, and just knowing that like, yes, I have a lot of work to do, but you know, that's the beauty of it, because once you achieve like that rank that you wanted to get to, once you get to back to GM, or you hit top 500 for the first time, you'll know that you improved a ton, right? So it's really feels good. But yeah, lastly, I just want to talk about spending time in the practice range before you play ranked is what I like to do. Every time I start my stream, I spend like 12 minutes in the practicing range just warming up my mechanics. I use a controller and PC, and if there's any console players watching this video or people that use a controller and PC, it definitely feels good to actually like sit in the practice range for a little bit before you play ranked. Because if you just hop right into ranked, you're gonna be just all over the place, really scattered, your aim's probably gonna be off. And this goes for people that use mouse and keyboard on PC, obviously. A lot of people just spend time in the practice range right before the hop in the ranked. That's how you just hone your mechanics right before you play, and you're gonna have better games. So all I gotta say is watch for other high level streamers that play your certain role. Watch my stream. I play main tank, I play supports. You know, I'm not trying to like plug myself too much, but also watch the rest of my tip videos. I've been dropping a lot of educational content, so there's an educational playlist in on my channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys improve.